and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Gore Screaming Show, and this time we are not going to continue Yamiko Road actually, because yeah, just like I expected, you confirmed that in the comments that I have to do other Kika ending before I finish this road, because finishing the road that I'm currently on will basically unlock the new options, and yeah, that will all again mess up with saves and everything. So yeah, this time we're going into the Kika road once again and trying to achieve something what's called, let me check, Avengers Requiem, whatever that means. So yeah, let's just go to the story, I guess, and this is going to be an extra episode during the week, probably, just like some supplement, I guess, for... Sorry, we don't want this intro right now, because I would have to censor it. Because that's original intro, yeah. Anyway, this is extra episode during the week. As a supplement to Kika. And yeah, I think, yeah, we'll just start from the beginning and we'll see how it will go. So, be right back, I will skip stuff and I will see you on the new options. Okay, and this is the option that blocked us before. And this option does not show on Kika Road, so I can click whatever, probably, but I think like we are going to get like a bit different options, I guess. So I will go with not really I'm sorry, but why did you apologize? So we can feel the real inner Kyoji, you know? Being just Kyoji. So let's just unleash our inner Kyoji and ask why did you apologize, maybe. But what end up leaving his lips is exact opposite of an apology. Why did you apologize? Yamiko pokes Kyoji on the forehead. Actually, we saw this. Okay, so this doesn't matter. Now we do not stop her, just like last time when we tried to achieve this. So I have somewhere else to go. And I will probably save here, just in case, because apparently after this, I will go like to like another page, just in case. After this, I should be able to get the ending that we didn't have before. Wow, this episode is going to be short, because everything I just skipped, because we just read everything in Kika Road, apparently. It seems. So yeah, let's just go with sorry, I've got somewhere to go. Okay, we are in the mansion. And now this... Actually, this choice should give us the ending. Actually, this choice. I'm confused how this choice is making the ending. I'm really confused. It never mattered before, it just gave hearts. And apparently clicking we shouldn't, not now when we are in the middle of assignment, should give us instantly the ending. Maybe not instantly, but it's leading to the ending. We'll see. How? I don't know. We are going to have the scene with Kika in the mansion, probably with toys. So yeah, I'm going to just cut this out entirely because we saw that. Okay, new stuff happened. So what just happened is that we got the first time when Kika doppelganger showed up. And she was playing with Kika body. And yeah, that's the night with that Kika had. Yep, and I'm not going to read any of this. But you remember that scene probably. And anyway, for some reason Gore is asking is it game over. So she's done. And let's see. Feeling a thud, like someone just hit her head, Kika regains consciousness. She hears a grating voice, like metal grinding against metal, Right, and also I forgot to be prepared because bad endings are fucking terrible. Great. Yay. Ah, that's not going to be fun. The sweet languor in her nether regions and the feeling that someone else is here with her, impossible under the circumstances, give her goosebumps all over. The memories of what happened return to her confused mind. Her body feels heavy as lead. In desperate effort, she lifts herself up and turns in direction in which she sensed the presence. Oh, okay. We actually see Gore this time. I like this like Gore in like this like half shade and in like this like red background. A metallic, screeching voice fills the room. A towering man clad in black mantle is standing there, spreading his arms comically. The pom-poms that are all incongruously attached to his head sway and fro as if to mock her. They're cute, right? How will you be afraid of him? Come on. I don't want to see your Giga better. The sound of metal screeching against metal grates in Kika ears. On top of the discomfort of being forcibly awakened, it brings with it a sensation that's almost painful, reverberates directly in her skull. Noticing her panties are dragged down, tangled on her thighs, Kika realizes that what a sight she must make right now. She tries to pull them up in a hurry, but the fabric, moist with sweat and life juices clinging to her skin. The more desperate she becomes, the more she entangles herself in her panties. Yes, Yuka, we know that you are like extremely hostile towards Kika. Like you are the most hostile out of everyone. Like all the other girls, you were not that hostile. Like Kika is like the only that you are so extremely hostile to in this regard. Hearing a familiar voice, she sees a small figure appeared from behind the towering, eerie shadow. In contrast to her cherubic appearance, the words that she spit out are pure venom. Her lips are cooled into a caressing smirk that defies description. Okay. Great. And this is the part where I censor stuff. There's actually a hand. This is not like Gore having like a tentacle. It's actually a hand wearing a glove, white glove. What? She moves it back and forth. It feels like her hand is being controlled by someone else. Okay, that was relatively fast and like nothing can beat the other ending, okay? Like in terms of like being disgusting. Okay. As usual, as we remember from Kika Road, like she just started like doing stuff like her own and stuff. She started feeling like actually okay with everything and stuff. Yeah, we know the drill with Kika Road. Like she's like no, 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 and then yes, yes, yes. And yeah, basically brainwashed as hell. Yuka asks with cruelty in her voice. Lost in pleasure, Kika had forgotten all about her.
最初からあんなの入れてあんあん歩いて、さすが変態さんは違うのね。
Kika hops up and down, laughing shrilly. Next to her hops Gore, black figure mimicking her movements. She's so ashamed of herself, she wishes she would die. Burying her face in the bed, Kika cries, bitter. And then, the room suddenly changes. Okay, we're back to the room. Kika jumps in surprise. She is covered in the cold sweat, her pulse is hammering, and there's no one else in the room. Yep, all the illusion, we know the drill. The puppy that belongs to the family across the street is barking. An ambulance can be heard in the distance. That happened, but in like different reality. Yeah. What she experienced just now, was it all just a dream? The strange man, the little girl, the feeling of that fat vibrator, the pain of losing her virginity, was it all just in her head? It only made sense. If she had screamed that loudly, her mother would have noticed for sure. But house is completely silent. It was really all a dream. Relief washing over her, Kika switches to her bedside lamp. She gets up to go to the kitchen for a glass of water. She'll probably realize that there's blood and everything, right, on the bed sheets. But then she realizes her legs are bare. Yeah, okay. Even though she could swear she went to sleep wearing the pajama bottoms. She looks down at her legs fearfully. Her bare feet, calves, thighs have trails of blood running down them. And she can feel remnants of a dull pain and the sensation of something foreign within her. Yep, that happened. Despair washes over her. Kika keeps letting out weak, stifled screams. Okay. And the skip button stopped working during the Kyoji scene. Kika and Kyoji being alone, having quality time. So probably another thing I will have to censor, like there's some differences in this in the scene, it seems. There was like quite a bit of the scene already, but maybe ending is different. Kika says this with a complicated smile. Kyoji heart is in turmoil. What did she mean? I think. Oh, I think because she's not like she experienced stuff, but she's like still like thinking that this is not real, right? She knows that this is real because we know that she woke up and stuff like been done, but she's still like, yeah, probably like. But feeling Kika cling to him, her soft hair tickling him, makes the doubts go away. Sorry, it hurts, does it? Should? Kika shakes her head, her expression pained. Oh, okay, so this is the difference. So this is the difference in this scene actually, because she remembers what happened, and she's like, I'm happy it's you and not that. Yeah, so that's the difference here. Not what? What was she about to say? But the rest of her words are lost in the sea of moans. Even though she's definitely feeling the pain of losing her virginity, for some reason her face forms a smile. And we skip the rest of the scene. Okay. The skip button stopped once again. We are in the mansion fighting with Kika, with Yuka and Gore. Chandelier went down. Flames. Okay. So we're going to have our badass scene. Let's see. Kyoji shouts into the room. The response is instantaneous. Okay. Okay, this is different. Yoshiki did not grab Yuka. Yoshiki is not burning with Yuka. This is different. Yuka escaped. I'm alright. Misono-san is in his arms. Kika opened her eyes. Thank goodness. Putting away his gun, Yoshiki comes towards them. He walks straight through the flames, paying them no heed. What about Yuka? Yoshiki jerks his chin in the direction of the spot where she ought to have been, but Yuka nowhere to be seen. Okay, interesting. So, in this ending, Yoshiki is alive, and Yuka, well, she's always been alive, but she did not burn. So basically, Kyoji will be even dumber in this ending because he will not see Yuka being burned, because last time he believed like never mind. Okay, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I need to stop beating Kyoji already. Like, he's beaten enough. Kyoji nods and follows. Yoshiki carries Kika in his arms. They cross the entrance hall and step outside. Okay, Burning Mansion. That is actually pretty well made. I like this scene. Curling her head, Kika speaks with a feeble voice. Yeah, we have to run. But a moment after saying that, Yoshiki raises an alarm to stop them. Old man? What? Yoshiki looks straight ahead. A figure lurks in shadows. Kika furrows her brows. Oh, what the hell? No way, they're going to use, like, they're going to possess Kika mother in order to, like, actually get to them? They cannot attack her mother. And they are, like, free to attack them with her. What the fuck? Oh, wow. This is, ow. How are you going to deal with this? We need to, like, make her unconscious or something, right? Can we actually? If, like, she's possessed by Gore, can we actually make her unconscious? I don't think so. As Kika mother, she looks at them, her eyes wide with apprehension. Kika is confused, but her mother looks just as puzzled to find her here. Oh, you was also transported here? Interesting. Kika mother looks baffled, like she just woke up from a dream. She shakes her head, then puts a hand to her forehead. Kika mother approaches them. Yeah, this is not Kika mother. We have a pendant. You cannot get closer. Before you like touch us, go and touch the pendant. This is like the sanity check. Roll perception check. Critical failure. From Kyoji perspective. Sorry. Yoshiki steps forward, pointing his pistol at her. Yeah. Oh, shapeshifter actually. I thought like he can only possess the bodies, but Yoshiki claimed that he's a shapeshifter, so he can actually change his body. Huh, that makes me think like how many characters that we saw been possessed and how many been like just actually Gore shapeshifting. Unless he just thinks it's a shapeshift, but it's actually a possession. It's one of those two things. I wonder. Maybe you have an idea. You can let me know what's your thought about this actually. Do you think like Gore can actually shapeshift into other people? Or he needs actually physical body to possess? Which one is it, do you think? I think like he can only like use physical bodies that he have to possess, and also he can use illusions and this his other word to like show you actual image of the person and manipulate this image. Mentioning for Kika to stay back, Yoshiki asks her mother. Oh? Kika mother looks down at her hunting rifle in her hands, mystified. Oh shit. Oh no, Yoshiki's going to be shot.
こんなものを持っているのかしら。
Oh god.
そうだわ。飾り棚の猟銃のモデルガンをお掃除していたのよ。
Kyoji wonders whenever her hands hurts. She keeps putting a hand to her forehead. He does remember being told that the guns in the display cases were replicas. But back then, when they went to visit Kika, that you couldn't display real guns in Japan.
頭が痛いわ。キカ、とにかく家に帰りましょう。
Okay. Still looking confused, Kika makes to step forward. Snapping out of his thought, Yoshiki once again stops Kika. Kyoji jolts. It's the first time Yoshiki calls him by his given name. Yeah? Yeah. Kyoji takes out the pendant as he's told, but when he does, he sees Kika mother suddenly grin at him. Yep. Oh shit! Instantly shot! A gunshot. Huh? All he can feel is heat. His left arm is burning. It's an order of magnitude hotter than when when the bullet skimmed by him earlier. Wow. Okay, so basically she disarmed him. Like, I'm surprised actually Yuka hurt Kyoji physically. This is extremely out of character for her. Like, I would think that she would like hurt him like mentally or something, like kill someone else, like Yoshiki, or like hurt Kika, and then like torture her. But yeah, but she actually like make the decision with Gore to like shot Kyoji for him to like you know, to like not holding the pendant anymore, like to like throw the pendant away. That's extremely smart way to do, but also out of character, I think. Everything goes dark. Oh, there's more. That's probably Yoshiki. He vaguely remembers hearing a dry pop of a gunshot. At first he thinks Yoshiki fired his gun. The view in front of his eyes is strange. It takes him a while to realize he's fallen to the ground. He moves his eyes a little, only to gaze upon the crimson sky. He doesn't hear the gunshots anymore. We end the day like this?
教授教授起きて
And we're with Yuka now? What is happening? It's not... Wait, did like Yuka mother like being manipulated just killed all of them and just like left Kyoji injured? Did like Kika and Yoshiki died? I would expect Yoshiki to instantly shoot Kika mother, actually. I totally expected Yoshiki to shoot Kika mother in that moment. But on the other hand, if she's like being manipulated by Gore and everything, then the bullets would do nothing. And Kyoji was the one dependent, so this doesn't look good. Okay, where are we? Are we in the mansion, back in the mansion? Are we naked? That's my question. Do I have to censor stuff? Is Yuka having you for like herself? Is that a thing? Is she happy? Hearing a voice whisper quietly into his ear, Kyoji groans. His body feels heavy as lead. He can't move, even raising his eyelids. Feels like too much for an effort, but he can't rightly say why that is. Okay. Oh, Kika is alive. I totally expected her to be dead, to be honest. I totally expected her to be dead. Because Yuka wants Kyoji to like follow her, and we only get that he won't follow her in the good ending of Kika. So if Kika would die here, then that would mean Kyoji would want to avenge her, and he will like chase after Yuka, and that will be what Yuka wants. A quiet voice reaches his ears. Oh god. What is happening? It cannot be worse than the other endings. It's Kika voice, she's calling for help. But why? Then Kyoji hears the third person voice. It's her fine Sirin.
あら、目が覚めたみたいね。
This is so fucked up. Gore, just like stop being Kika mother, please. This is fucked up. Please be yourself again. This is searing pain in his left shoulder. Suddenly he's wide awake. He's in a dark room. Kyoji can just barely make out a few outlines, but he can't tell why they're yet, what they are yet. All he can see is a white shape that runs across the vision in a straight line.
しんのくやだ見ないで
Okay. It still can't be worse than the other ending. In his eyes, adapt to the darkness, Kyoji soon realized all too well what that white shape is. It's Kika. She's tied to something that looks like a table. Kyoji can't believe what he's seeing. It looks like they are in Kika house. Oh, we are not... Right, mentioned burned. Right. He recognized the hunting rifle replicas on the walls. Kika mother stands next to her daughter tied up form without so much as raising an eyebrow. No, if anything, she's laughing. She has a fixed smile plastered on her face, but the edges of her lips are twitching uncontrollably. Yeah, because it's Gore. The moment Kika sees her face, it all comes back to him. After he escaped with Yoshiki and Kika... Okay, what happened there? Yoshiki probably got shot as well, right? Has he been shot by any chance? Yeah, pretty much. His left shoulder throbs painfully and his arm is numb down to the fingertips. Looking closer, he sees an unfamiliar bandage wrapped around his upper arm. Someone has given him first aid. Does that mean he's been shot there?
キーカさんがあまりにもはしたないから。
Okay. Kika murmurs, sobbing. The sheer absurdity of the situation renders Kyoji speechless.
しかもあなた、そのおもちゃが。
Kyoji was overwhelmed by the situation before, but now he gets to his feet unable to watch this any longer. Or rather, he tries to get to his feet, but his arms are pinned by something and won't budge. Oh, it's only now that he realizes that his hands are bound behind his back with handcuffs or something. What's this? Damn it! With the cuffs clicking and clattering, Kyoji collapses back down. It seems the handcuffs has fastened the pillar behind him, so he can't even get up. Meanwhile, Kikamada is grinding her finger roughly into her daughter's... yeah, making her face contours in shame and pain.
だから。
Holy... You jump scared me with this before. Please stop doing this. This is the most fucked up like sprite for the character ever. Okay, there's also Sadashima, like melting sprite, but I think this is way more creepy than Sadashima melting face. This is way creepier. She turns around to Kyoji. A shadow falls over her face, obscuring her expression. But her eyes still glare at him, white and bloodshot.
だからお仕置きです。お仕置きをするのです。するんだってばするのよ。
You... A chill ran through him. This isn't Kika mother. Yeah, good job, Kyoji. You figured it out. Glad to see you having like some brain cells. It's him. That monster of the man that always around Yuka. Kika mother declares with a high-pitched voice.
しんのくんはそこでゆっくり見ていなさい。
Right. Kika wails and weeps. Her mother's finger starts pumping into her more vigorously. God damn it, you are not Kika mom. Where's Yuka? Show yourself.
教授ったらそんなに焦んなくてもここにいるわよ
Oh no, Kyoji is tied up. Is Yuka going to be like down below? And Kyoji will like look at Kika. Oh my god. Okay, we're going into this. Okay. Okay. A small figure steps out of the shadows and hurries to Kyoji's side with a spring in her step.
嬉しい。教授、ユカのことちゃんと覚えてくれたのね。
I have no fucking idea who you are. I still have no idea. I'm not on your road yet. Shut up. Stop this insanity right now. But Yuka's expression is stone cold as she shakes her head.
教授、ユカのこと見てくれたじゃない。一緒にいてくれたじゃない。
What do you mean? I'm confused. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah. See, like, I have a feeling like having, like, I don't know. I think like playing the bad endings is actually meaningful in some ways, in story-wise, actually. Because like, since like this, you saw me, you were there for me. It's indicating some kind of backstory that they had with each other, and that will be revealed later. So it gives us like a glimpse of something, some indication and world building. So bad endings are not that bad actually, in terms of like just like storytelling, right? In some points. Now we need to like discover, and Yuka wrote later like what that means, where they were met. But Yuka isn't listening, she merely cocks her head in an adorable gesture.
だからこいつを殺しちゃえば教授ずっとユカを見てくれるでしょ。
Okay, we are back to this. She said that before, yes, as well. He's stunned, he can't follow Yuka logic at all. There's a lump of ice in the pit of his stomach. The dainty little girl standing before him is utterly terrifying to him. But even so, he tries his hardest to feign some bravado. Are you crazy? Just try me. I will never ever forgive you. I won't forgive you until the day I die. Yeah, this is exactly what she wants, for you to follow her. And in the good ending, you actually said to her that you will not follow her, and that worked. But Kyoji's impassionate declaration makes Yuka grin all the more. Yeah,
ユカをずっと追いかけてくれるでしょ。
great. He's suddenly overcome a sense of terrible foreboding. Could it be that he just made a mistake? Yep, terrible mistake. He had just said something he absolutely shouldn't have. Yep. From somewhere in the dark comes Gore's cheeky voice. Remember, if you ever met some like random weird girl that wants you to follow, that just do not. You will die.
教授はユカちゃんを追いかける。ずっと追いかける。ユカちゃんは逃げる。ゴアと一緒にいつまででもいつもいつもいつまでも。
素敵。教授の心の中が
Okay.
歌でいっぱいになるの。
For whatever reason you want Kyoji, okay. Yuka smiles ecstatically. She's still smiling, she fades away. It's like she dissolves into the darkness. Okay, that's cool. Cool effect. Stop shooting me, damn it. Let Kika go. He moves his hands frantically to see if he can get the handcuffs off. But all he achieved is sending unbearable jolts of pain through his left shoulder. The handcuffs don't budge. Left with no other recourse, Kyoji can only yell.
君ちょっとうるさいね。
Kika mother grabs an iron poker and walks up to Kyoji. And then, with no hesitation whatsoever, she brings it down on his head. Oh shit! I really did not thought they will physically abuse Kyoji. Okay, like, why? Yuka, this is not like you. What the hell? The pain is so intense, he literally sees stars. Kyoji once again scrambles to the floor. He can't even manage to groan. His vision grows dim and blurry. He can feel a lukewarm fluid drip down from his forehead.
いいから。
Wow.
ここで見てなさい。
いや、来ないで。いや、ジーナ君、ジーナ君。
And what comes next is a nightmare that goes on and on. An electric massager that's about as thick as a child's arm is thrust against Kika's body and secured in place. Looking more closely, it's fastened with a thin wire that painfully digs into Kika's soft skin. Something that looks like test tubes is attached to her breasts, stretching out her nipples unnaturally. It's filled with blood and other fluids drawn from her mammary glands. Kika begs, her voice choked with tears. She turns her back to Kika and starts looking for something. Oh god.
これならどうだい？
Another massager forced into Kika. Kika twists her body in an effort to get away, but her mother mercilessly pushes the massager into her. No, 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 yellow fluid starts squirting out of Kika. No, no, why? No. Having screeched this, she punched Kika in the stomach? Oh no, okay, it might be worse than... Oh no, I don't know which one is worse actually at this point. As she says this, her mother brings out a hose. Kika's mother moves behind the table, bends down and fiddles with something behind it. She could hear hot water flowing in from somewhere. Actually, not hot water, just hear water. Kika let out a piercing shriek. The hose thrust into her rectum suddenly quivers, and little by little water starts overflowing from where it goes. Before their eyes, Kika's pale belly swells up. It swells up like a medicine ball, her back arches and her fair features contoured in pain. The mother grabs the hose and slowly pulls it out of her. Oh no. No. Bye. I'm done. Nope. And it's back. In. Oh my god. Oh no. 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 Kika last words. Oh my god. Why this? Oh my fucking. Oh. He can't bear to hear her screams anymore. Damn it, god damn it. Her final moments, she said. Already Kika resigned to the fact that she's going to die, even though he can do nothing to help her. Can but stand idly by and watch. She doesn't resent him. She only asks him not to watch as she breathes her last. He forces himself to look away and desperately tries to pull his arms free. The cuffs tear into the flesh of his wrists until they slick with something sticky, but he can't afford to worry about that now. He pulls like crazy, with strains and all. The metal bites deeper in her wrists, further gouging his flesh. More blood splatters about, and yet perhaps because he's all numb, he doesn't feel any pain. Kika holding reverberates around the room. It sounds utterly inhuman. Being so helpless and powerless makes his body feel cold and sluggish. Maybe this is what utter despair feels like. But if he doesn't do something now, he will regret it for the rest of his life. And so Kyoji tries to yank his arm free with all his might. As if to mock his attempt to free, Kika mother screams.
汚い汚いこんな女こんな淫乱な低俗な誰にでも股を開くような女
She spins around the room. Her by now thoughtfully filthy skirt fluttering in the air. Great. Suddenly she interrupts her dance to punch Kika in the stomach again, like that only just occurred to her. Kika filth-covered face contorts in agony, with loud squelching sounds, excrement, body fluid, and copious amounts of blood gush from her mouth.
死ぬんだよ侵され食われて醜い臓物動物を垂れ流して
Her mother-muttered laughter booms through the small room. Her voice breaks, turning into a weird wheezing sound. Her lower jaw seems to have come unhinged somehow. It's slackingly hanging open. But even so, she keeps laughing. With a mixture of terror and fury swirling in his heart, Kyoji once again tries to tear his left hand from his shackles. But no matter what he does, the joint of his thumb keeps catching on the handcuff. Without any regard for the consequences, Koji bashes his hand against the floor. There's an unpleasant cracking noise, and numb sensation shoots all the way up to his shoulder. Oh god! Musia assailing him, but he suppresses it and bashing his hand against the floor again. Kika let out a horrid scream. She's alive, she's still alive. Koji makes another attempt to free his arm, now filled with blood and slush. He yanks with all his might. His thumb joint, now broken, no longer catches on the shackle, and with a great deal of pain, he finally manages to pass his hand through it. Without a moment's hesitation, he reaches for the poker that Kika's mother dropping right before him earlier. Poker. He somehow manages to wrap his fingers, with the exception of his now numb thumb around it. It makes paralyzing pain shoot all the way up his shoulder, but ignoring it by the sheer willpower, he swings at Kika's mother in a wide, sweeping arc. The iron bar strikes her square in the right calf, losing her balance. She crashes to the floor. This makes the hose pop out of Kika, splashing water everywhere and other things, probably. Her mother hits the floor face first. There's an unpleasant crunching sound. Okay, but Kika is still alive. She did not burst, because that's what they were trying to do, it seems like. Like, I did not read, like, what the fuck was happening there at some point. But probably they were, like, filling up with water, pulling out, filling up with water, but always, like, a bit more and more and more. I think that's how this torture was going to be, until she actually dies. The fuck? Even with her mouth ruined and warped into ghastly shape, she keeps spewing out incomprehensible words. She frantically claws at the floor with both hands. It looks like she's trying to get to her feet again. He needs to finish her off. His thumb is useless as it is, but his left hand is also completely sleek with blood now. Kyoji somehow masters his strength to raise the poker above his head. Even doing just that makes a mind-numbing degree of effort. A burning pain sears through his body, but this only helps to clear his mind. If he misses now, there will be no saving her anymore. The mother staring at him with wide open eyes. He glares right back and brings the poker down. But his opponent moves away with terrible speed. He missed. But halfway through his downward trajectory, the poker slips from Yoshiki's hands, perhaps because all of the blood and his weak grip. Off it goes, straight ahead, right toward... Oh, he actually hit her! Okay. Accident, but okay. The poker pointed and hits the thing that used to kick a mother right in the face. With a metallic thread ringing out, she collapsed back first. Her eyeballs spill out of their sockets, and an gorgeous amount of blood overflows from her gaping open mouth. An unbearable rotten stench suffers the small room. Yeah, I just killed your mother, but it's been fake one. It's Kika, it's fine. Like, yeah, we can still escape, kinda, probably, right? Maybe somehow we don't have pendant, but believe. Kika voice in her ears. Koji topples over. Pain racks his body, sapping his strength. There's still the handcuff on his right wrist. Where's the key to these handcuffs? If he could just get them off, he would be able to help Kika. Does her mother have the key? Wait. Aren't handcuffs supposed to be like on both hands? Like one handcuff? Wasn't he supposed to be like tied like back with like handcuffs over like the pole or something? Like pole or something? So taking out just one hand is enough. Unless he had like two actually separated handcuffs. Did I miss that? I probably did, right? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense that he needs to take off the other one. His field of vision is narrow and dim from the blood loss, but he can make out what looks to be the key jutting out of the fallen woman's skirt pocket. If he scratched out his left hand, he can easily reach it. If his ruined hand could just keep going for a little longer. Please, hold on, Kika. I'm coming to save you. But then he sees the upside down Kika grimace in terror. He can sense a dark shadow standing beside her. Oh no. Also, yeah, she's yeah, I thought you probably didn't like had this fragment, but yeah, she's upside down. I probably cut the thing when like the stuff just like were flowing down to like hair from bottom to like face and everything. Yeah, like yeah. You can sense the shadow, yeah. No. The wet slopping sound of something being crushed vigorously reaches his ears. Yoji smiles faintly. What is it now, Yamiko-san? Do you get us something weird again? Yamiko undoubtedly has been up to something weird again. Yes, that must be. Kyoji consciousness slightly floats up from the dark depths. His left hand is all hot. The heat turns into the burning pain that racks his entire body. As soon as he comes to, a suffocating, pungent stench assails his nostrils. It's intense, like he's been thrust face into raw garbage. He feels the urge to vomit rise up within him. Unable to hold it, he throws up then and there. Something happened. What happened to Kika? Where is she? Yeah, Gore is actually eating her. The memories comes back in bits and pieces. Even with his mind so muddled, Kika is the first thing he's worried about. Kyoji looks up and searches for Kika. No. This is actually worse than the previous ending. This is actually fucking worse. The fuck? Actually, I don't know. No, this is definitely worse. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you can say that she pretty much got like flipped from like inside out. If you can imagine that. Yeah. I'm probably going to like put the black box over this and stuff. Yeah, and it's like, I don't even know if I can probably show you her eyes. What he sees looks like aftermath of someone splashing red paint all over the place. Right in front of him is a pink squishing mass, slides smoothly to the floor, dripping with semi-transparent juices. All around it are pink fleshy tubes that reminds him of the hairless caterpillars, quivering and whirling. Every now and then, they quake more intensely, squirreling the red fluid everywhere. A pile of viscera spews out like the avalanche. Yeah, because she's upside down, everything goes like from, yeah, so that's why she's covered with intestines right now, yeah. It impacts the floor with this squelching sound, reeling and squirming as it spreads out in front of Kyoji's eyes. The way that it squirming makes it look like the living being in and of itself, which makes him doubt his own sanity. The intense greasy stench grows thicker still. The cavity that just moments ago contained this mass that slopped all over the floor is now empty, except for the end of the hose poking out of the top. Yep, the hose is still there. You probably can see the hose. I don't know yet. This is sleek with crimson, but whenever that bulbous out off is crystal clear. This is like extremely disgusting. The inside of the vast empty meat contain a slimy with yellow fat and scraps of darker muscle tissues, bits of internal organs still stuck to it. Like cleansing flood that water washes away the blood and chunks of flesh, the water runs red. It reaches Kyoji's feet. Great.
やっぱ水を通して食べるのは新鮮で身が締まってていいね。生臭さが緩和されるよね。
Great! You Gore, great. Glad you like it. A blood-covered hand reaches out and scoops up a handful of the viscera on the floor. The sound is so disgusting it makes Kyoji wants to cover his ears. A light pink jello-like mass is noisily torn off. The hands hold the chunk under the water running from the hose. Oh, that black thing is hose. Oh, it's just different color from what it enters because it's just a different color because of like probably blood or like other stuff because it's green here and it's black here. Oh, it's the hose. Okay, I see now. Okay. Now I see it. The hand holds the yeah, okay. Then it lifts it up, and just like that, it's sucked into an enormous mouth that's gaping in the darkness. In it, yellow teeth grow haphazardly in thickly packed rows that go from the lips all the way back to the back of the throat, reminiscent of the tombstones. They chew on the chunk leisurely. As the teeth bear down on it, the chunk swells up and bursts from the internal pressure. Thick crimson juices overflow, drenching the darkness rod.
やはりいいね。少女のこの部分は実にうまい。使い込まれた年寄りとも違う。硬い処女とも違う。絶妙な柔らかさと歯触りコリコリ。実にデリシャス。少しだけ塩味が残るそのタイミング。水揚げのタイミングが重要ね。
Having polished this morsel off, the hands reached out again. And deftly peeks through what looks like the white bones, scoops out pinkish bits dripping with body fluids from between them, and pops them into the mouth, one after another. Each time, it plucks a piece of a stream of blood. Tint with water gushes out and spills onto the floor. The mixture goes on to sully the blonde hair that haphazardly spilled out there already. Next to the body is the white face, soiled with its own with vomit, guts, and excreta. Most of her expression is hidden by the hair, but her eyes are gaping open and looks straight at Kyoji. Oh god. Again makes a sound. Something bitter rises in his throat again. He vomits loudly. Even when he got nothing to throw up, gastric juices fills his mouth. He chokes up, tears streaking down his cheeks. He's on the verge of fainting from the pain radiating out from his left hand and to his entire body. The only thing Kyoji can hear clearly is the sound of the monster gleeful feasting. Feasting on his Kika.
汚いの。一皮むいたらみんな同じね。内臓の塊。
God damn it. Yuka mocks them.
そうさそうとも。人間も動物の塊さ。肉と水と動物と憎しみとオタクが詰まってるってわけさ。
They're in high spirits. The gleeful laughter rings in Kyoji's head. Yuka, you were a human as well before. What the fuck happened with you? Why you became like vengeful spirit of like something? I don't know. A stream of warmth, sticky fluid, the dregs of iron reaches his feet.
臭いとも。そうさ。人間は臭いのさ。皮膚は偉大な防臭膜なのさ。
Gore's voice is cheerful. It occurs to Kyoji that yes, he's right. A single layer of skin seems to be all it takes to make a stench this intense. So it could definitely call it the deodorizer. Some part of his mind must be desensitized, because he can't help out but chuckle at the thought. But the next moment, he feels like crying, but he can't manage a single tear. Kika probably went through unspeakable agony, yet all he can do at the sight of her corpse is to throw up in disgust. I'm sorry. His chest seizes up. His self-loathing is so strong, he wishes he could tear himself to pieces. Forgive me, Kika. He rather wishes he would go mad. The girl who smiled by his side until just yesterday, who believing she had been delivered from the ordeal, finally laughed again, is gone from this earth. You can't Gore laughter rings in his ears. And we have Yoshiki suddenly.
見たくないものを見るかもしれない。
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he did.
お前は自分が愛した女がバラバラに引き裂かれても正気を保っていられるか。
Wow, he predicted this ending.
臓物と汚物にまみれ。
Yep, yep.
まともでいられる自信はあるか。その自信がなければ来るな。
Okay. No, he hadn't been sure. Like hell he had. In some part of his mind, he underestimated the situation. You think, Kyoji? You think you underestimate the situation? Oh, that's a news to me. God fucking damn it. I believed it wouldn't happen to him. Just what terrible things had that man seen? How much baggage was behind the wedding he gave to Kyoji? Oh. Oh. As Kyoji wanders across the streets, he thinks back to Yoshiki. Wait. They let him go? He's like walking outside? What? Do time skip? He knows it's been years since that happened. You mean Yoshiki, or years happened after? Wait, did we just time skip years? But he doesn't know what year it is or what day. Such things are meaningless to him. We just time skipped several years? What the fuck? Kyoji grown taller since. Are you smarter now? He probably caught up to the dead man in terms of height. Dead man in terms of height. Maybe he's about his age by now too. His own face, when he sees it in the mirror every now and then, looks very similar to Yoshiki. Its face of the face like a wolf's, face full of uncontrollable anger. So basically, this road, Kyoji became the next Yoshiki, and he's like chasing Yuka just like Yoshiki did. He spends his days in the reckless pursuit. The only thing in his heart now is the restless frustration, savage hatred, and unspeakable grief. He spends his days wandering the land, his eyes like those of the starved wolf, until exhaustion takes him and he sleeps like a corpse, only to wake up and repeat the cycle. And every now and then he dreams. Kika face, her voice, they always appear so vividly, to make him wonder if these last few years were a dream instead. When he wakes up, he's going to school, see Kika, they will have lunch together. Sometimes he almost manages to delude himself, that's the life that's waiting for him in the morning. And every single he wakes up screaming. The dream always ends with her dead face. Her eyes rolled back into the school and her features smeared with filth. Kyoji hasn't been able to move on from that tragic night. Not one step. Oh, that's a new CG. That's a new background we haven't seen before. Interesting. They actually made a special CG for like this ending? I didn't expect that. But maybe that's why he can hold on his hatred for them, of them for so long. He can't tell how many times he's crossed paths with him already. And today he happened upon the rumor of the two figures matching their description were seen in the area. It's night, an abandoned factory. Darkness lurks at every corner, and the dry, desolate wind blows through building. Koji stands there, definitely glaring at the place. It reeks. It's their scent. This overworldly air, this feeling at the back of his nose. After years of pursuing them, Koji has learned to sniff them out. Koji pursues those two always, with an ardent passion akin to love. Koji pulls a knife from his coat. He runs the tip of the blade lightly across his left arm, cutting himself. Oh. What? Why? There's a thin scar there. For every time he let those two get away. Oh shit! Koji's counting encounters. Damn! Those scars serve as a reminder of his impotence. Even since that fateful day, he can't move that arm. Oh, he lost all sensation in it. But at times like this, that suited him. Wow, he's just using this to like crave the encounters. Holy crap. His little pre-hunt ritual. This is the only use he still has for this otherwise useless arm. As he sucks on the cut, licking up the blood flowing from it, he pats the left side of his chest with the other hand. There are two weapons he employs to bring those two down. The memento of that old man who died before he got his vengeance, and the pistol Koji got his hand on at some point. He's literally Yoshiki without one arm. He sees shadows stir before his eyes. He finally found his nemesis, and they're beckoning him. Kika, old man, I'm off. Koji shoes leave clear footsteps in the dust and sand that has accumulated on the floor. They're proof of his vengeance, the solemn record of his fight to death. He can hear a little girl triumphant laughter coming from behind a crumbled concrete pillar. What the fuck? I have chills. Maybe it's because it's kinda cold. I don't know why. The dark ruins echo with Kyoji footsteps and gunshots. And that's the other ending for Kika wrote. Wow! I did not expect that Kyoji to actually become like next Yoshiki. Holy shit. Okay. But it's, yeah, it's sad ending, sure. I will just skip this. Yeah, it's sad ending, it's fucked up ending, what happens to Kika and everything, but it's also badass ending. Like, Yoshiki grew up to being a badass, just like Yoshiki. But yeah, like, he's basically scared for life. Like, he cannot basically catch Yuka and Gore. He's like just destined to follow them like forever until he dies. And yeah, having nightmares and everything. And what happened to Kika is probably even worse what happened in the other ending. I have a feeling like this might be even worse what happened to her in the other ending. I don't know, I have a feeling like this is worse. Maybe because Kyoji had to look at this as well. Because last time we had Sadashima and like they were zombies. And yes, stuff happened, but this was, oh my god, I just cannot. Anyway, it's way longer than I thought. I'm still going to put this as the single episode. I should probably cut this into two. I probably should. But I said I will do extra episode. And this one episode is going to be extra episode, okay? I'm not going to cut this off. So yeah, I will just like cut the scenes and like stuff. Wow. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this ending. I think like out of like from the bad end, I don't know. This ending is conflicting to me, to be honest. I like how Kyoji grew up, I would say, to being like Yoshiki, because Yoshiki is badass. But also, this is horrible what happened, and I feel extremely bad and disgusted, and about like what Kyoji is like feeling during his journey right now, right? Like constant grief and everything. So it's fucked up, but it's also pretty freaking awesome. It's like, it's weird. I cannot like comprehend my head with this. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for Kika Road. This is the last episode for Kika Road. So we are back. We are going to back to the Yamiko in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Leave up a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You can also become a member if you would like to support me. And yeah, also you can also see the episodes earlier if you are a member. It's also a possibility. Thank you everyone for being with me. I'll see you all in next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.